know, now that you're somewhat of a veteran, right? You've got season 1 in rear view. What is it you learned in season 1 that you said, I'm going to do that, but bigger and better in season 2?
I love it. You're jumping right off with a good question. So for me, after we dropped season 1 of Beast Games, I watched hundreds of reviews. I read every review, everything everyone said about it. I absorbed it all. And so on the positive sides of season 1, everyone's like, we love it. The largest sets in history, most contestants in history, largest cash prize in history. We love the stakes, lots of positives. And those are the things we obviously brought back in season 2. And then when I would see like the things that people would say could improve, the two things people kept coming back to is they didn't like how much luck was involved, right? If you're going to win the largest cash prize in the history of entertainment, you want it to be because you earned it, not because you got lucky. That just doesn't feel right. So that was one. In season 2, we dramatically reduced the amount of luck. And then the other thing is people are like, we really want to know the contestants more. I'm here to watch these contestants, and I don't know a lot of their names. I don't know what's going on sometimes. And so that's why, even though it goes against everything I do, normally we go bigger, and normally I would have gone from 1,000 season 1 to 10,000 contestants in season 2. We actually went from 1,000 down to 200 because now there's less people, there's more depth, and I really took that to heart.
If we want to play an honorable game, we can.
We'll take it under consideration. I consider it, and the answer is no.
I watched the season 2 premiere last night. It is just visually a buffet. There is so much that you are investing into this show. I understand you personally have invested millions of dollars into this show. Can you walk me through just how much you've had to spend and what it's gotten you?
Yeah, I mean, I'm probably Amazon's favorite client when it comes to Prime Video because, season 1, I poured tens of millions of dollars of my own money into it on top of the money they put into it. So I bet they probably wish all their, all the companies they work with were like me. But, with season 2, our one of the biggest goals is obviously that's not sustainable for me to subsidize the show. And so, and also with season 1, a lot of the extra money we spent didn't necessarily equate to better content. And so I think one of the big learning grounds in season 1 was also, what money does equal better content and what was just kind of a waste, right? And what doesn't really matter. Because honestly, like some of people's favorite moments from the show would be in between this massive game we play and this other massive game coming up. Just this simple shot of 2 people talking in the city that doesn't really cost anything, and so that's why I'm glad you got to watch a little bit of season 2. There's a lot more shots in the city where people are just hanging out, where they're just being themselves, and it's funny because we have all these big crazy, like you said, eye candy things going on, but what people actually yearned for, wanted more of, was just the contestants chilling in the city and just seeing how they are and fundamentally knowing who they are better, and so that's what we tried to give people.
What is the most expensive thing you've spent on for this show? And how much did that cost?
We used a camera that cost $500,000 to film me. So it's the same camera that... one camera. Marvel used the same camera to shoot their movies. There's only 20 of them in the world. And so my cameraman had this giant exoskeleton suit on because the camera weighs so much that it had to distribute the weight over his body because he wouldn't be able to move around with it. And my camera guy was like an ex-military combat camera person. So they have experience holding that kind of gear. All this crazy stuff. But that's why it looks so visually stunning, and the depth perception and everything on the camera is so much better. It's not just quality, but it's also now you can change the colors more accurately and all these different things, and so it was pretty cool.
It makes sense. Only the best for the best. I mean, the word YouTube and entrepreneur is practically synonymous with Mr. Beast at this point. Your popularity continues to surge and grow at such an exponential pace. You're, a couple decades in now. I'm just curious, what do you think? What do you attribute to being the secret sauce behind why people love being behind you?
I mean, first off, I'm flattered. Thank you for the kind words. My goal is just to make the best content possible, and I think people just see that passion and drive shine through in the content. And there are so many ways I could cut corners, so many times I could fake things or do things that would be easier, but the net result would be worse content. And we just always prioritize great content over the easy way out. And I think I've just consistently made that decision over the course of 17 years, and people have built trust with me that they know when it's something I make that I poured everything we had into it, that we didn't cut corners. And because they built that trust, they show up time and time again. And that's what I'm very grateful for.
I mean, you've clearly got the whole professional part of your life on lock. And I just want to extend a huge congratulations. Your personal life, you're engaged. How is that going? How does it feel to be an engaged man? And will we get to see your wedding? Will it be a big televised spectacle, or are you aiming towards something more intimate and personal?
I love your energy. You're making me get excited. Some reporters are like a little sad.
I love love. Come on.
Yeah, it's been amazing. I love my fiance very dearly, and I think she helps keep me grounded and makes me a better person. And honestly, maybe we'll take a photo at the wedding, but no, it's just like my whole life is on the internet. I mean, I film 28 days a month. I'm always in front of a camera, and so I like typically. For the most part, my relationship is one of those things I just keep behind the camera because it's just like everything else is in front of it.
Yeah. Okay. So maybe a more personal, intimate affair for the two of you.
Yeah, exactly.
And then my final question before I wrap up. I mean, you haven't even premiered season 2 and you're already renewed for season 3.
Yeah.
You already raised the stakes quite a bit in season 2. I'm curious, how do you outdo yourself in a season 3?
Well, I mean, the truth is, I need to just watch 100 people watch the show. I need to watch, younger people, older people. I need to watch, 20-year-old guys watch 20-year-old women. I just need to watch a very diverse group of people from all around the world watch these games. Like if they're there and the TV's there, I want to stare at their face as they watch the show. And after I do that, yeah, I will. I'll have a lot better idea of what to improve. Right now, I'm so on cloud nine about season 2. I can't even think of anything negative. I'm just so freaking excited for it to come out. We poured everything we had into it. To me, the show's perfect. But I'm sure once it comes out and I start watching it more objectively, I'm gonna be like, oh, why'd we do that? Why'd we do that?
Listen, I work for Entertainment Tonight. Everything we do is rooted in celebrity. My humble pitch to you for season 3